Ever since I started covering Charlie Kirk's brutal and traumatic assassination, I've tried to use the same approach I used while covering the Maui massacre. I learned back then that you cannot trust the legacy media or these established influencers who are often bankrolled by extremely rich and powerful men. So I started using the footage coming straight from the people to ask the hard-hitting questions. I did the same thing when they stole land in North Carolina, or when they let LA burn to the ground because they wanted to turn single-family homes into corporate-owned housing units. Well, I've been trying to do the same here, but this time the backlash is on a whole other level. So in this video, I want to ask all the critics 7 questions, and if you can answer them, I'll stop talking about Charlie Kirk altogether. My first question is simple. Why did the authorities give so many contradicting statements? I mean, they straight up lied about the time it took them to arrest Tyler Robinson. They kept telling us it was about 33 hours. No, specifically telling us 33 hours, even though, according to official records, he was arrested after almost 39 hours.
In less than 36 hours, 33 to be precise. In 33 hours, we have made historic progress for Charlie.
I think the process went pretty well, considering we got him in 33 hours.
Yeah. We apprehended our suspect in 33 hours because we were transparent and open with the American public, and we're going to continue to do that.
For 33 hours, I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us, that somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country. Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I hoped for.
Then they gave us those very sketchy text messages that had so many law enforcement terms that even AI thought it was written by some cop.
I thought they caught the person, Robinson. No, they grabbed some crazy old dude, then interrogated someone in similar clothing. I had planned to grab my rifle from my drop point shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. I can get close to it, but there is a squad car parked right by it. I think they already swept that spot, but I don't want to chance it.
We also have that UVU officer who, according to the indictment, was the first one to identify that the shot came from the Losi building. What's insane is that even though he could identify the elbow and knee impressions in the gravel on that rooftop, he could not see the damn screwdriver that the shooter left behind right in that spot. They also lied about Tyler Robinson changing clothes, since from everything I've seen, he seems to be wearing the same outfit anytime he was spotted on September 10th.
Yes. So when he's first spotted on campus, he has different clothing on, and then he changes clothing on the roof, and then changed back into that clothing at some point, so that when he was apprehended, when he was arrested, the clothing matched the clothing he had on before the shooting here at UVU.
We just got some new footage in of the accused Charlie Kirk shooter. This is him right here at a gas station in Cedar City, Utah, and you can see he's filling up his tank. The reason why this came to our attention is because police in that community were asked to go to that gas station and investigate whether or not he potentially may have dropped anything in the dumpster. This report comes from Cedar City Police Department in Utah, and this is a little snippet that I pulled from the police report. You can see the date in question there is September 11th. That is the day after Charlie Kirk was shot and killed.
In fact, I believe we even saw him wearing the same shirt in a video recorded right before the shooting. By the way, Tyler Robinson asked a judge to allow him to wear street clothes instead of his prison jumpsuit because it is hurting his optics at a fair trial.
Attorneys representing Tyler Robinson, the man accused of killing Charlie Kirk, are requesting he be allowed to wear street clothes in future court hearings. The motion also asks that he be seen without any physical restraints like shackles.
You nailed it. They're saying, well, you know, appearing in his jail clothes is fine. But this case is, everything we've done in this case has been televised. Our jury's going to have watched some part of it, and they may have seen him.
To be honest, I don't think this case is going to go to trial. After wasting our taxpayer money for years, they're just going to cut a deal with him because that's what happens every single time. Now, my second question about this whole thing is this. Why in the world did they remove the evidence from a crime scene? I mean, even uniformed officers were seen grabbing stuff from an active crime scene as if it was no big deal.
Yeah. Grab me out. Hey, yo, grab me out. Let's go up, guys. Come on. Let's go, guys. I don't know. Let's go. I have no idea. Let's go. Come on, guys. What are you doing? Get the fuck out. What? Let's go.
I'm sure all of you know you can get into some very serious trouble if you even go near such a crime scene. Here, the authorities acted as if this was normal. And that brings me to my third question. Why were the people at UVU in such a hurry to basically strip the entire crime scene before reconstructing it?
Let's see what are they doing, because I see a lot of construction smoke going on. Oh no, they are constructing, they are taking out the whole platform where he was sitting.
This is the courtyard where it all happened. The university is already making some changes. They're replacing the grass where Charlie Kirk was speaking with pavers.
Now, my fourth question about this shooting is this. Why do we have so little footage of an event that was attended by thousands of people all holding cell phones? I'm not kidding here. The only footage we really have seen has come from a few independent sources, and without them, we wouldn't even know what the hell happened that day. And that is absolutely crazy when you consider how excellent smartphone cameras are today. We also know how people love recording such events, and yet there are very, very few videos available online. Of course, the people at UVU also did not share much with us, even though the university is wired to the gills with security cameras. My fifth question is even more important, to be honest. Why did they tell us that Charlie got hit by a 30-06 round?
This morning I can tell you that we have recovered what we believe is the weapon that was used in yesterday's shooting. It is a high-powered bolt-action rifle. That rifle was recovered in a wooded area where the shooter had fled.
I mean, at this point, everyone knows that such a round simply cannot be stopped by a human neck, no matter how thick someone's bones are.
I mean, it sounds like a miracle to me. I've never seen it in any of the training, in any of the internal ballistics, and the penetration demonstrations we've done. I've never seen a bullet act like that. It makes no sense.
I think we accidentally ruined what they were going to try to do to frame this. I think they wanted this to be a 30-06 narrative. And now they're going to have a lot of difficulty getting that through a courtroom. They panicked. They tried to explain it away. They're saying that it's a miracle. I don't think it is. It obviously was not a miracle.
And yet they went with it and gave us a rifle that cannot be traced because it's a relic from World War I. What are the odds of that? And that's my next question. What are the chances of so many strange people appearing at a single event?
Was that you? We don't know if it's him or not.
How dare you! 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 He's such a monster! What a monster!
It almost seemed like they activated every MK Ultra agent simultaneously because there were so many decoys out there. And that brings me to the seventh and final question I have for you. Why did they immediately start using this psyop to curb our freedom of speech?
There's free speech and then there's hate speech. And there is no place, especially now, especially after what happened to Charlie, in our society. We will absolutely target you, go after you, if you are targeting anyone with hate speech, anything. And that's across the aisle.
I've shown you again and again how Charlie himself championed the idea of letting people share their opinions.
What is so important about freedom of speech is that, as a utility, is that you're able to find the best ideas and find really bad ideas. And how do you do that? More speech. The solution is not to label them as a hate group and to say, the answer is more speech. As soon as you begin to silence, all of a sudden you're getting into the business of trying to tell people exactly what they're supposed to believe and how they're supposed to believe it.
I mean, if you've truly been following Charlie, you would know that he wasn't scared of offending people. And he also never stopped anyone from speaking their mind. And yet, people tried to use his public execution to silence anyone who did not believe their narrative. And then we have Larry Ellison, who became a billionaire by creating surveillance networks for the CIA. Just after the shooting, he bought CBS and even TikTok, a platform that gave Charlie Kirk such a huge audience.
The deal will transfer control of TikTok's U.S. operations and a copy of that all-important algorithm to a new joint venture.
He's at all. The only person I know with certainty that, and I'm also just assuming, but we'll see this in a couple of hours, is Larry Ellison, because he is hosting in Paris, Texas, and in Virginia the actual source code, of which there's 5 billion lines.
I am sure Charlie would have something to say about this deal, especially when Larry's views are pretty public.
The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on. And it's unimpeachable.
So yeah, if any of you hate my videos on this injustice, please feel free to answer these questions. You gotta understand that if we don't speak up right now, this will happen again, and then no one will dare to even ask such questions. What's happening in the world right now is unprecedented. We're seeing record gold prices around $4,000 per ounce, and billionaire investors like Ray Dalio and Jeff Gundlach are saying to hold more gold than ever, with Gundlach even calling 25% in gold not excessive. The Trump administration is reshaping the Fed and taking equity positions in mining companies, creating one of the biggest shifts in gold, silver, and copper in decades. That's why I'm highlighting US Gold Mining Inc., NASDAQ USGO, a gold and copper exploration company developing the Whistler Project in Alaska, the closest large undeveloped deposit to Anchorage. Washington's new policies are pro-mining, not restrictive. Last week, President Donald Trump and Secretary of the Interior Doug Burgum announced that the administration is acting on their previous executive orders regarding mineral resource opportunities in the state of Alaska. The administration gave approval to the Ambler Road Project, a proposed 211-mile road intended to connect the remote Ambler mining district to the Dalton Highway. The road is seen as a key piece of infrastructure to unlock access to the mineral resources in the central north of Alaska, part of a broader strategy to secure domestic supply chains of critical minerals for technology, energy, and national defense. The importance is the market signal. Trump also issued 2 key executive orders, unleashing Alaska's extraordinary resource potential and immediate measures to increase increase American mineral production, both direct agencies to fast-track U.S. mining, especially gold and copper. In addition to federal support at the state level couldn't be stronger. Alaska Governor Mike Dunleavy is a strong proponent of economic growth and the infrastructure to support mining in his state, and he has personally visited the Whistler Project himself. Along with this support, the project has in 2025 been visited by U.S. Senator Lisa Murkowski and by U.S. Representative Nick Begich. The Whistler Project mineral resource estimate comprises 294 million tons at 0.68 grams per ton gold equivalent for 6.48 million ounces gold equivalent indicated, plus 198 million tons at 0.65 grams per ton gold equivalent for 4.16 million ounces gold equivalent inferred. You should review U.S. Gold Mining's latest annual report on Form 10-K and the technical report summary incorporated in it and its Canadian technical report titled NI 43-101 2024 Updated Mineral Resource Estimate for the Whistler Project, South Central Alaska, with an effective date of September 12, 2024 for information on the company, the project, and the mineral resource estimate. These are available under U.S. Gold Mining's profile at www.sec.gov and www.sedarplus.ca. Ownership is extremely tight, 78% held by the parent company and 4.5% by management, meaning over 80% of shares are locked up. Now, with record gold and copper prices, a historic Fed rate cut cycle, and executive level momentum, U.S. Gold Mining is launching its preliminary economic assessment, PEA, evaluating the project's economics at the perfect time. Do your own due diligence on U.S. Gold Mining, USGO, and review its annual report and SEC filings for full details.